Well, here we are again out in the shop. I pulled the LTD in here to start tracking down that miss, and the first thing I did was pull the plugs out, see if anything looked unusual there. And when I did that, the ends of the spark plug wires came off and they stayed attached to the spark plug on 5 out of the 8. So cheap fucking wires as far as I'm concerned. And I was pulling on the boot, you know, like you're supposed to, and twist them a little bit, and they still popped off. But it was probably a good thing because I don't know if you can see it real well, but this one is a little different than the rest. It looks like it's been burnt in here, like it's been arcing. So I'm thinking that maybe this this plug wire wasn't connected very well, and it was sparking across, and when it get warm it'd get worse, and cause the spark plug not to fire all the time. So that's a good thing. But the bad thing is it's Saturday and it's nighttime, and the parts store doesn't open up until Monday. So when it opens up Monday, I'm going to go ahead and get a new set of spark plug wires, and while I'm at it, I'll get a new set of spark plugs too, because I don't know how long those have been in there. They don't look, you know, real bad, but for the $10 or whatever I spend on them, you know, I might as well replace it. So that's kind of where I'm sitting sitting with this car right now. I'll go ahead and make another video when I put them in and put the new plug wires on, and hopefully it'll cure my fix. I'm thinking it just might, by the way that one looked. So, well, till then. Well, since I gotta wait for till tomorrow to get parts for this thing, I figured I'd show you that if you rip the little connectors off of your spark plug wires, it's not the end of the world. You can fix it. So I figured I'd show you how. Alright, now, first thing you want to do when you're fixing one of these is pull the boot back, and the easiest way to do that is to clean the wire off back here. Take a little bit of silicone spray, spray it in there, and you should be able to just slide it right back over, no problem. Now once you've done that, you want to take your old end, just take a pair of needle nose pliers and see if you can open it up. Pretty tough to do in the freezing cold, but it can be done. There. Now that that's opened up, you can take your conductor and fold it back over, and you want that conductor to be on the back side so it gets a real nice connection with the metal. And you can go ahead and clamp it back together. Got to hold for a little bit, and just work it back together. And they make a pair of regular pliers for this, or a crimper for this, but I don't have one on hand, so I'm just kind of doing it the redneck way. Get it nice and tight in there, and just for good measure, I'm going to take this one. It's not the right size, but it will work. And I'm just gonna kind of get them real nice and snug in there, and come back and fold it up real good. Alright, that one ain't coming off now. So now all you gotta do is put a little more silicone spray in there and slide the boot, oop, not too far, back where it was, and it's all fixed, ready to go. Now after my last video, I got a lot of good comments and a lot of good suggestions for what to check on this car, and my original intention was to go through everything and you know, check everything until I found something that fixed it. But I think I might have lucked out finding that one wire the way it was, and then I'm hoping that this will fix it. I've got my new plug wires and my new plugs, and I'm putting them in right now, and I figured I'd show you a little trick. These ones are kind of in there a ways. They're kind of tough to start by hand. So what I've been doing is taking this old spark plug boot and putting it on the end of the spark plug like that to give me a little extra length to start them by hand. Now you can do this with a piece of fuel line or vacuum line or whatever you got laying around, but it just makes it a little bit easier to get them started in the right spot, which is always nice. I figured I'd let you guys know that, and I'll go ahead and put the other ones in, put the plug wires on, and hopefully it'll fix it. We'll see. Well, I've got all the new plugs and new wires in. Guess all that's left now is to fire it up, lose all my heat out of my big door there when I open it up, and let's see if she works. Well, so far so good. I'll open up that big door and let her run till she warms up, and then see what happens. Well, I've driven it around a little bit, and I don't have that miss anymore, so that plug wire must have fixed it. Still don't like to shift very good, but there we go. Kind of rattles a lot. Whatever. At least it doesn't miss anymore. Sweet.